All right, let's do this. Welcome to our guided expedition into what is, hands down, one of the coolest water parks on the planet, Universal's Volcano Bay. We've got your complete updated guide for 2026, so let's just dive right in.
Kiora, you're going to hear that a lot, and it's the first clue you're not in a normal water park. See, the story goes that a group of travelers, the Watui people, were searching the ocean for a mythical fish, and it led them right here, to this amazing island paradise. They decided to stay, and everything you see, everything you do, it's all part of their world. And that's exactly why Universal calls this a water theme park. It's not just a bunch of fiberglass slides dropped into a field. No, they've poured the same kind of storytelling and insane detail into this place as they do with Harry Potter or Super Nintendo World. It's a full-on immersive journey. So here's our game plan for today. Think of this as our expedition map. We'll start off at Wave Village, take a journey down two very different rivers, conquer the massive volcano Krakatoa, eat like the Waturi, and then finish up with a little strategy session so you can plan the perfect trip. Okay, so as you walk into the park, you go through this lush tropical pathway, and then bam, it just opens up and you get this absolutely breathtaking view of Krakatoa. It's this giant 200-foot volcano right in the middle of everything. This is Wave Village, and this is where it all begins. Right at the base of the volcano is Waturi Beach. We're talking a huge wave pool, soft sand, the view is just unreal. And here's a little pro tip for you. Listen for these loud chimes and drums. That's your heads up that the waves are about to kick in. Oh, and right next door is the Reef, which is a much calmer pool where you can just chill and watch people plummet down the slides from the volcano. From that main beach area, the park kind of splits into two different villages, and they're both built around a river. So you have a choice to make, and it really sets the tone for your day. The question is, are you feeling lazy, or are you feeling fearless? And the contrast here is just awesome. So in River Village, you've got the Kopiko Y winding river. This is your classic lazy river, but on another level. You float through these hidden caves, past cool water effects, and even through a cavern with a magical starry sky. But then you head over to Rainforest Village, and you find Teawa the Fearless River. This thing is basically a high-speed whitewater rafting adventure. You actually have to wear a life vest because the rapids are so intense. It is so much fun. And each village kind of has its own personality, right? River Village is definitely more family-focused. It's got these great raft rides and honestly one of the best kids' play areas I've ever seen. Rainforest Village? That's where the adrenaline junkies go. You've got drop slides that shoot you out of the tubes several feet above the water and these huge saucer rides that whip you around these giant banked curves. But let's be real, all paths in Volcano Bay eventually lead to the main event, Mighty Krakatoa. That volcano isn't just for decoration. It actually holds four of the park's most incredible, most thrilling attractions. And the first thing you have to deal with is just the scale of it. Krakatoa is a towering 200 feet tall. I mean, it completely dominates the skyline. Just climbing all those stairs to get to the top is an adventure in itself. But what's waiting for you up there is the real test. Because once you make that climb, you're faced with this: 70 degrees. Let me put that in perspective for you. That is pretty much a straight down vertical drop. You're basically just falling. And you are going to fall down that 70-degree drop for 125 feet. Yeah, this is the Kuk-Harry Body Plunge, and it is the ultimate test of courage for anyone riding solo. So here's how it goes down. First, you make that very long climb to the top. Then you step into this clear tube-like capsule. The door closes, and you start to hear these Waturi drums beating faster and faster, building the suspense. And then the floor literally disappears from under your feet. It is a pure stomach-in-your-throat drop that ends with you splashing down in the pool in front of everybody. It's wild. Okay, so while the plunge is the biggest individual thrill, this is the park's true masterpiece. The Krakatoa Aqua Coaster is, well, it's a water roller coaster. It uses powerful magnets to launch your four-person canoe uphill. Yeah, uphill on a water slide. Then it sends you racing through these dark twists and turns inside the volcano. Seriously, if you only do one ride, this has to be it. All right, after all of that excitement, you're definitely going to need to refuel. And the food here is fantastic. The idea is that the Waturi gathered flavors and recipes from all the islands they visited, so the menu goes way beyond your typical hot dogs and burgers.
Here's a quick little countdown of some of our absolute favorites. Number 1 has to be the mango barbecue pulled pork sandwich. But then there's the jerk shrimp mac and cheese, which is creamy and has a little kick. The carne asada tacos are incredible, and they come from a little shack shaped like a frog. And if you want something a bit lighter, the teriyaki rice bowl at Bamboo is a great choice.
But whatever you eat, you cannot leave this island without trying this. This is the Watori Fusion ice cream. It's the park's most famous dessert for a reason. It's this perfect, colorful swirl of banana, blue raspberry, orange, and strawberry. It's super refreshing, and let's be honest, it looks amazing on Instagram.
Okay, Expedition Crew, time for the final part of our journey, the mission debrief. This is where we give you all the key intel you need to have an absolutely perfect day at Volcano Bay, especially with the new changes for 2026.
Now listen up, because this is the single most important change you need to know about. The Tapu Tapu wristbands, the little watch-like things that held your spot in a virtual line, they are gone. This is a huge deal. It means no more virtual queues. Now, you just check the traditional wait times on the Universal Orlando app, just like you would at the other parks. So your phone is now absolutely essential.
And with that change in mind, here is your must-have packing list. Sunscreen, obviously. Bring your own towels. They're not free to rent. It'll cost you about $7. A waterproof phone case with a lanyard is no longer optional. It's a must. Also, the park is cashless, so have your credit card or mobile pay ready. And trust me on this one, get some water shoes. That pavement gets crazy hot.
And here are our last few pro tips to really max out your day. Get there before the park opens. I'm serious. And when you get in, go straight to the Krakatoa Aqua Coaster. Ride it first before the line builds up. If you want to treat yourself and guarantee a home base, check out the premium seating or cabana rentals. Oh, and a big heads up. The park is scheduled for a long closure for maintenance from late October 2026 to late March 2027. And finally, the best tip of all, stay at a Universal hotel. That early park admission is a game changer.
So after all that, we come back to the big question, is Volcano Bay worth it? And the answer is 1,000% yes. It is so much more than just a water park. It's this beautifully themed, immersive tropical escape. It has some of the most innovative and thrilling water rides in the world, but it also has plenty of places to just relax. It really does live up to that water theme park name, and it is an absolute must-do on any Universal Orlando vacation.